Now before start this one, to the main for today lah. I think on the some night day, I have give one video related to the air conditioner system. I repeat again roughly. Now so when we discuss about the air conditioner system, meaning it is related to the air, The core or the main in here, we want to obtain the good quality of the air. Remember, a good quality of the air, is required for the system lah. Meaning system in here can in one room and then room what for? Exactly for the human, maybe for the animal can, or for the food, can also, and the others. Following lah the standard requirement to fulfill a good air quality, this one. And then when we discuss about the air quality, air conditioning system here, now I repeat again that everybody needs good air quality. So maybe in our room, for example, when we are sleeping in the night, without aircon, for example, we can feel the situation, the condition in our room. Maybe in terms of the smell, the smell is not nice. For example, this one, because kita tidur mungkin berpeluh juga. Nah itulah dari habak kita punya badan juga boleh jadi. Now, so when the condition of our room is not nice, in the morning, for example, now so we can, the room has window. Now it is semula jadi the natural. Now to refresh our air in our room, we can open our window. So meaning in here, we do one process, to flow the fresh air from the outside of our room, goes to our room. This one. Air circulation occur. Now so in our room to be fresh. This one is example. I mean in here, one part and the other part maybe has different condition. For example, in our country, it is we have the rainy season, lalu maybe dry season like that, wet season. Now so the condition is different one country and the others. Now so in here everybody, always do how in our room has a comfort condition. Now so in here we can do the air condition system process, the air condition process. In here we can do heating lah, to obtain the heat condition, for example here, or cooling. Cooling. It is generally for our country. Or humidity, or humidification. This process is for adding water vapor to our room. Or if our room has a lot of water vapor, now so we can do a process of the humidification. This one. Or we can look, we can see, we can touch, we can feel that our room has a small particle and something, it's not nice in our room lah. I think some gas in our room. Now so we can do cleaning, cleaning or filtering. Filtering. Now so and then the last for the simple example to do air conditioner system process, it is air movement. Movement or circulation. Circulation this one. It is process, the all. Now, so I think this all I have explained, when we have asynchronous class, okay. Now, so I can continue about this one. Yeah, we want to discuss about the psychometry equipment and psychometry chart. Yeah, I think like this one. Yeah, now so we want to know. Yeah, we want to know our room has a good quality or not. Yeah. Now so when we want to know a good quality or not, now so some parameters can be indicated. Yeah, some parameter, this one, for example, humidity ratio. Yeah, and then relative humidity. Yeah, and then maybe temperature also. Yeah, temperature. Yeah, because different. Yeah, everybody can obtain. Yeah, can feel how many degree Celsius for the temperature. Yeah, it is one person and the others is different. I think ya. Ya kan kalau kita jalan di tengah-tengah padang mana yang boleh tahan? Terkadang somebody use umbrella and the others no umbrella, only for example cap, ya like that. Ya, nah because everybody maybe one body and the others kan ya, if have a lot of hot from the sun, ya maybe become suffered headache, for example like that lah. Okay, now this all is condition of air. Yeah, the all we want to obtain a good quality. Yeah, for the air. Yeah, now so one part in our knowledge, yeah, that study about the air quality. This one we can call this one psychometry. Yeah, psychometry. Now, so in here, the psychometry is branch of physics related to the measurement and determination of atmospheric condition, particularly regarding the moisture mixed with air. Because like that. I repeat again. I write in here, air. This air contains the first water vapor. And then the second is dry air. This one. In this case, air is main. And then inside of the air saya sebut inside of the air contain water vapor and dry air. Now these two component will indicate that the air has good quality or not. This one. Why? Because in the air contain amount of heat. Amount of heat. Now this one we can call sensible heat transfer. Transfer. Or we can write GS dot in here. This one. And then when this air has amount of heat, inside of this one has also amount of heat, amount of heat, of this water vapor. Amount of heat that contain this water vapor we can call is latent heat. This one. Now in this condition, because all contain heat also, heat has energy also, or power in here, we can calculate for the unit in watt. Like before we have calculated in our asynchronous class. Now, so I mean, we want to know, repeat again, quality of the air. Now, because this one lah, moisture mix water with air. Moisture ni, the other name is water vapor lah, water vapor in here. Water vapor mixed with air. This one. Okay, and then one equipment that can indicate the air has good quality or not, we can detect by using Handel Health Psychometrics. Handel Health Psychometric. Now this Handel Health Psychometric is constructed by this one. Cloth sock in here. And also wet bulb thermometer. This one. What for? This one to measure the wet bulb temperature. Temperature. This one. We give symbol TWB. And then the second is construct by, it is the first, and the second is construct by dry bulb thermometer, this one. What for? This one to measure the dry. The dry bulb temperature. TDB, this one. I mean in here, by using this Handel Health Psychometry, we can obtain two values. The first is wet bulb temperature, TWB, and the second, dry bulb temperature, TDB, this one. We obtain two parameters, two values of temperature, two type values of temperature. Now, from this two type of the temperature, by using a psychometry chart, this one, by using a psychometry chart, we can obtain the value of humidity ratio, the value of specific volume, the value of relative humidity, the value of saturation temperature, and the value of enthalpy. This one. Because remember, this enthalpy relate to the latent heat. Latent heat that it is given by QL dot is equal to IFG multiply MW dot, this one. Now see IFG here, or I, it is enthalpy, and then MW dot here, it is, if we can derive MW dot is equal to Q dot over V. VQ in here is a volume of air flow, and then V in here is specific volume, this one. Okay, can you remember, please give grip seriously for this case, because I think maybe one question from here for the OBE question, from here. Please give the focus, one focus for this case. Okay? Mana nih, sekejap. Okay, Wan Alif, Hanan, Naili, mana Naili?
Oke, Dokter.
Oke, ada apa soalan? Sebelum kita lanjut, any question? Before we continue.
Tak ada
soalan?
Dokter.
Tak ada. Abdul, tak ada juga Abdul. Oke, kalau tak ada, saya ulang, coba bagi fokus betul-betul for this ini ya, flow chart. Now because one question may be related to the OBE now for this case. Okay, look at this one. I want to explain this psychometry chart. Yeah. Now this one we can call psychometry chart. Okay. Nah ini kalau kita tengok ini psychometry chart ini, ya kita tengok psychometry chart ini kan ya this psychometry chart ya a lot of line position, betul ya? Ya it mean in here that that there are some line position types. Ya that there are terjadi nih. Kenapa tak mau tulis? Yeah, now so in here we can see in here that there are some position line type. Yeah, the first. Coba sekejap saya order. Yeah, the first is what we can call as saya cap aja lah ya. Look at this one. Vertical position line. Yeah, vertical. I mean here. Look at here. Vertical 0. Yeah, this one vertical 5 here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 until here 50. Yeah, now this all for the position line vertical here, vertical position line here, is for the dry bulb temperature. Remember here, the first. And the second type is what we can call as horizontal line position. For example, this one, blah, 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 blah. We give 16. Starting from here, blah, 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 here, we give 0. And here, 2. And here, 6. Until in here, 32. Now, this all value, that obtained from the horizontal position, this one, is humidity ratio. Humidity ratio. The unit in gram of moisture per kilogram their air. This one, remember, this one, it is for the, the horizontal line position, is the first for the humidity ratio. And then, same, when we look at from the horizontal, before we look at and then arriving the right side here. It is for the humidity ratio. Okay, and then for the horizontal line position, when we look at the left side here, for example, right here, right here, look at here, for example, here it is 20 for the take from the horizontal, and this one is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This all value for the saturation temperature. Saturation temperature. or the other name is dew point. Ya, the other name is dew point. Atau coba saya close dulu sekejap ya. Wait for a moment. Ya, dew point. Nah, so meaning the other names of the saturation temperature is dew point temperature. Ya, TW, ya TDV. Ya, okay. Yeah, I read here. I repeat again lah, that there are some type of line projection. Yeah, the first that we can call vertical line projection. Yeah, projection like this one. Yeah, starting from 0, 5, and until here. Yeah, this all for the dry bulb temperature. Yeah, meaning vertical line projection for dry bulb temperature. Yeah, and then the second type is horizontal. Yeah, horizontal line projection. Yeah, this one for when we look at here, wrapping the right side here, the all here, it is for the humidity ratio. Humidity ratio. Yeah, and then for the horizontal, when we directly from here, for example here, until arriving the left side, we obtain all 5, 10, 15 until 30 here. It is for the saturation temperature. Or dew point temperature. TDV. This one. Okay, and then the dot line is I can call, look at here ya. Yang ada sengek ini ya, sengek-sengek, yang line sengek. Kan banyak nih ya, ada line sengeknya like this one, and then the others this one ya. Kemudian ada yang dot-dot here. Nah, so I can write in here left lah, sengeknya ke kiri ya. Left sloping line projection. Line projection. Where is it? For example, the first, nah ini, yang like this one ya, left sloping line yang ada dot-dot ini. This one is for the wet bulb temperature. Wet bulb temperature. The first is wet bulb temperature. TW B, wet bulb temperature. And then the second for the left sloping line projection, is for, look at here. Ini it is written specific volume. The left sloping line projection, this one is solid ini like this one. Nah, so the second for the specific value. This one. And then the dot for which one? More. Dua aja kah atau ada lagi? Oh, nih. Okay, nah so look at here. For example, this one. Yeah, this one, yeah, it is 70 kg per kilogram there air. Yeah, it is for the enthalpy. Yeah, enthalpy. This one. Yeah. Okay, and then the last. Look here for the line. This one. Yeah. Curve, like curve. This one, and this one until here. Yeah, this one also. Yeah, we can, the line position is, I write in here for default is, I write in the curving line, curving line position. Yeah, this one it is for the, look here, relative humidity. Yeah, for the relative humidity. Now it means when we have had the value of wet bulb temperature TWB and also dry bulb temperature TDB here, we can draw two lines. The line is construct from the vertical line for the dry bulb temperature, and for the wet bulb here for the left sloping line position. When we draw the two types of the temperature, nah so nantinya we have one intersection point, one intersection point. Nah, daripada the one intersection point, we can obtain the all required value. Humidity ratio, saturation temperature, dew point temperature, specific volume, enthalpy, and also relative humidity. Nah, from this physicometry chart lah, we can know that the air in our room that we measured using the physicometry temperature equipment, we can say that the room has good quality or not, in terms of this value. How many humidity ratio, how many relative humidity, how many specific volume, how many enthalpy, saturation temperature also. So we can indicate that the room has good quality or not. How to know? Next, look at here. Look at here. One important factor is the humidity level in the rooms that can be caused by inadequate hygiene. Now this one, we want to obtain the hygiene condition lah. The humidity of the air inside the room, if it is not maintained at optimal levels, can be a factor that has adverse effects on the health of the inmates. This one, the main, we want to obtain the health condition. This one. Now it is for the human. According to the report, the human body is said to be most comfortable. We want to obtain the comfort condition. When the relative humidity of the area range between 20 and 60%. Now, so look at it is relative humidity. Now, so from this chart, which one is relative humidity that can obtain from the curving line position here? Which one lah? Depend on the intersection point from the two wet bulb and dry bulb temperature. This one relative humidity. Now, so how to obtain it, how to calculate the relative humidity. After that, we want to explain it based on the example. Yeah, this one. Okay, yeah. Now, unit in percent here, yeah, unit in percent for the relative humidity. So here, we have for the human 20 and 60%. Why? Because when the relative humidity of the indoors is less, yeah, if the relative humidity is less than 20%, there is again the risk of health problem. Now, if below 20%, yeah, based on this report, yeah, we can has a health problem. Or less than 20% of the relative humidity can cause static electricity problems, irritation of the skin and dry air, ya. Nah, this one lah, if the relative humidity below 20%, our skin maybe can obtain irritation. Dia punya gatal-gatal ke atau apa irritation lah. And then maybe our A. Nah, this one. And then if the indoor relative humidity is above, now how about above 60? Now molds and mildew begin to form and this can pose quite a problem to the health of the inmates. And this one, below 20% and above 60%, we can obtain health problem for our body, this one. Nah, so we usahakan our condition for our room, the relative humidity is around 20% to 60%, this one. Okay, and then this one also, moisture in the room is major contribution to molds growth. Ini unhealthy room and poor room air quality. And then this for the food, especially for the hot and cold food, because ini for the girl, Nah, so when the safe food in refrigerator or heater, Nah, so the temperature or the condition of the heater, our refrigerator, should be maintained, in the suitable temperature, Nah, means for the suitable temperature, we can obtain relative humidity, humidity ratio, specific volume can be maintained in the suitable values, for the comfort condition for the food also, this one. Now so based on the FDA is Food Drug Agency, the cold food must be kept at 5 degrees Celsius or below. And then for the hot food must be kept at 60 degrees Celsius or above. For the foods in above wet style warmer is between 43.3 degrees Celsius to 48.8 degrees Celsius. This condition should be fulfilled for the food. Now, so I mean, please remember this one. It is required condition for the food. Nanti ini bisa dicek lah. It is as reference. Kalau ada soalan-soalan yang related to the food, it is related for the human. Nah, so kita tadi we have discussed about the humidity ratio, dew point temperature, specific volume, and enthalpy. It is just review. I repeat again, humidity ratio represent the weight. Weight meaning in here in the unit based on the flow chart, unit is milligram. Weight of the water vapor present in 1 kilogram of air. Nah, sehingga unit of the humidity ratio is milligram per kilogram of dry air. This one, it is humidity ratio given by this value. Yeah, this all. Okay, and then dew point temperature is saturation temperature for any given quality of water vapor in the atmosphere. Yeah, dew point temperature, saturation temperature. Yeah, meaning the temperature cannot above, increase or decrease. And then relative humidity is percentage of the saturation humidity. Yeah? It is percentage. Now, so in our chart is given by percent in here. And then specific volume is the number of cubic meter, of moist air required to contain 1 kilogram of dry air molecules. It is specific volume. We can look at here. The number of volume, the number of cubic, so unit is meter cubic per 1 kilogram dry air. This one is specific volume. Okay, and then the last is enthalpy. It is part of the thermodynamic properties law of a system. It is related to the latent heat. QL dot is equal to IFG multiply Q dot over V. Q is volume of air flow, and then V in here is specific volume. Okay. Okay, any question? Hello. Ada soalan? Any question? Faris?
Tak ada, Dokter.
Ada juga. Bagi-bagi apalah soalan kalau tak ada yang tak paham. If one part is not understand, please give a question or any suggestion. Tak ada juga, tak ada. Kalau tak ada, we can see for the example, how to use the physicometric chart. Sekejap. Saya pakai yang ini. I use this one. Okay. Okay, now we want to see this example. Okay, look at this example and how to solve it by using the physicometric chart. Example. Read the properties of moist air. 24 degrees Celsius dB. Meaning this one is T dB is equal to 24 degree Celsius. 60 degrees Celsius WB. It is wet bulb temperature. TWB is equal to 60 degrees Celsius. And standard sea level pressure from physicometric chart. This one. I mean in here, read the properties of moist air. Meaning in here we want to read the value of relative humidity. Relative humidity. Ini how many milligram per kg dry air. How many? Okay, and then this one is humidity ratio. Humidity ratio. How many milligram per kilogram dry air. And then the second, we want to find the relative humidity. So how many percent? And then we want to find the dew point temperature. How many degree Celsius. And then we want to find the specific volume. How many meter cubic per kilogram dry air. This one. And then we want to obtain the value of enthalpy ya, enthalpy how many degree Celsius ya from here. Yeah, now so how? Yeah, look at this one lah. It is stoichiometry chart. Stoichiometry chart. Before we have that the value of T dB is equal to 24 degrees Celsius. And then we have from the equation WB temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. Meaning from this two value, by using physicometric chart, this one, we can obtain the value of humidity ratio, humidity, relative humidity, specific volume, dew point, enthalpy, and also the saturation temperature or dew point. This one. How to do it? Now the first, we want to draw one line for the dry bulb temperature, 24 degrees Celsius. Remember before, that the dry bulb temperature is drawn by a vertical line position. Nah yang inilah, yang ini vertical semua ini. Semua vertical, yang vertical. But in here, the value is 24 degrees Celsius. Now, so which one? From here. From here. Which one is for the 24? Look at here. Here to here, it is 20 to 25. 20 to 25 is divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 line, 5 vertical lines. So one line is 1 degree Celsius. So 24 is here 21, 22, 23, 24. So here, so here it is the value of dry bulb of 24 degree Celsius. Now, so from here, you draw lah one vertical line like this one. Vertical line here. This one. Okay, finish. For this one. Okay, and then the second, you have to draw one line for wet bulb temperature, 16 degrees Celsius. Remember, from here, yang daripada sini, from here, and tadi, look at here, that the wet bulb temperature here, is given from the left sloping line position. Which one is it? This one lah, wet bulb temperature for the all dot line here, yang ada dot line here. Now so we want to draw 16 degrees Celsius. It is 15. Dot line here. Yang dot line here, it is 15. And then see here is 20. Now so 16 is around here. So here, it is TWB for 16 degree Celsius. Now so you can draw one left sloping line like this one. Here. Okay, now from these two lines, vertical and left sloping line here, we obtain one intersection here. Intersection here intersection point here. Yeah, is the point from this line of dry bulb temperature and line from the wet bulb temperature. Okay. Now, so we read for the humidity ratio. From this point, you drag to right side for the horizontal line. We draw here to here until arriving here. Now so it is 8. Now so in here is around 8.25 gram per kilogram. This one. Now so the humidity ratio is 8.25 gram per kilogram. Now maybe because it is maybe one student and the others look at here sometime it is not 8.25 but it is more 8.50. Now because it is divided from here to here, we have 8. How many line? 1, 2, 3, 4 4. Now so here we have 4 line. Now so one line, how many gram per kilogram lah this one? For me, if it is around 8.5 for example, now for me it's still okay for the mark. But if exactly for the 8.25, you say it is 11. For example, now it is wrong lah. Now it is to obtain the humidity ratio. I repeat again, it can be obtained by drag one line from this intersection point. One line is horizontal line, goes to the right side until arriving one value of humidity ratio. And then remember from the left side, for the horizontal, this one horizontal, we can obtain the dew point temperature here or saturation temperature. Now so you drag one line horizontal line from this intersection point goes to left side here until here. Now this one. If you look at here, if it is 10 degrees Celsius, line is here is 11 degree Celsius. This one. Now so dew point temperature is 11 degree Celsius. This one. Okay, and then we want to obtain it the enthalpy. Enthalpy we can draw as extends from the wet bulb temperature. We draw in here wet bulb until here, and then if we continue here, we can arriving here. This value, this point. This point. Now, so this point has value. If it is 40 and it is 50, it is around 45.05 kilojoule per kilogram. It is values of enthalpy. I repeat again, the enthalpy can be obtained from the left sloping line position. Enthalpy. How to obtain it? Please draw as extension of this wet bulb temperature. Continue until arriving the value of enthalpy here. Now so it is around 45.05 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay, and then we want to obtain this one specific volume. Specific volume. specific volume for the left sloping line position. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Look at our intersection point. Yeah, all values come from the intersection point. Yeah, this one. This one. Yeah, this intersection point is in the values of the specific point here, this line, and this line. Yeah, this line is, if it is 0.84, so here is 0.85, and here is 0.86. Yeah. Now, so this one, if I draw like this one until here, so meaning this point is in between 0.85 and 0.86. Yeah, until here. And then you measure length of this distance. Yeah, it is around 1.34 cm. Yeah, this one. Yeah, from here to here. And also this point, because we want to find values in this point, yeah, we measure here to here for the length is around 0.5 cm. Yeah, 0.5 cm. Now, so we want to know 1 cm, how many meter cubic per kilogram. Now, so you can find it by using this way. 1 cm is equal to, yeah, here above value to below, 0.86 minus 0.85 divided by the length of distance. Yeah, divided by 1.34 cm. Yeah. Now, so here we can obtain the value 1 cm is, here is here is 0.075 per cm. Yeah, or 0.075 meter cubic per kilogram per cm, yeah, per cm. Yeah. Okay, and then we want to know this value, meaning this value is this value plus distance. Yeah, because per cm is given by this one. Now, so this length should be multiply this value. So this point has value 0.85 here plus distance here 0.5 multiply kilogram meter cubic per kilogram dry air per centimeter here. Ya. This one ya. Ya, ini kalau if you want to add here, ya meter cubic per kilogram ya per cm. Ya, this one. So cm is, it is 0. The unit is meter cubic per kilogram dry air. Now, so this one is cm here divided by cm. The unit we obtain here. Yeah. Now, so we can obtain 0.854 kilogram. Sorry, meter cubic. Ya, meter kubik per kilogram dry air, this one. Ya, inilah how to obtain it, the specific volume. And also same for the relative humidity. Now, so we can see this intersection point, yeah, is in the line, this one, and also this one. This one, how many value here? Yeah, we can obtain it. We can look at here. Yeah, which one is it? Yeah, look at here. Now, this one is its value, yeah. 60, 50, 40, 30. Now, so this point is in 50. and also 40 here. Yeah, 40. Now, so we can measure the length of this line that through this intersection point. Now, so I drew here and also here. Now, so we have the length is around 0.82 cm. And also we measure the length of from here to here is around 0.34 cm. Now, so we want to obtain per centimeter. Now, so 1 cm is equal to value above 50, look at here, minus 40 divided by the total length from here to here, from the line 40 to 50. Now, so divided by 0.82, yeah, the length. Now, so we obtain 12.2%, yeah, per cm. Addition, huh? Thus, the relative humidity, this point, yeah, the value here 40% plus the length of this one, yeah, 0.34 cm multiply 1 cm is 11, yeah, 12.2%. This one. Now, so the total is 44.50%, yeah, this one, yeah. Nah, inilah. Now, how to read the physicometry chart, yeah, based on the dry bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature. Ya. Oke, ini ada apa soalan? Any question?
No, sir.